Hey everyone, I hope you are all well. So today I'm going to be doing an unboxing video. As you know, as you've heard in my previous video, my laptop is broken. It's spoiled at the moment, the one that I usually use to edit videos, something that I invested in just 2 years ago, you know, my MacBook Pro 16-inch 2019 machine. And man, it took a lot of deliberating for me to decide to make this purchase, and I wasn't even sure if I should buy the 8GB RAM option or the 16GB RAM option. What I really knew that I wanted is that I wanted something with the M1 chip, which you know, Apple introduced, which meant that it has like a faster processing, you know, all that stuff. So people have actually been reporting that you don't actually need as much RAM, especially for video editing, if you have MacBook Air or MacBook Pro with an M1 chip. So that is what I was kind of going for. That's what I was going for because I wanted a good base model. Nowadays, the base model price of even the MacBook Pros are like 1,200 or 1,300 pounds. In America, you get everything, you know, the same digits, but then they are in dollars. Like back in those days, you'd get a base model MacBook Pro for $999, or you know, less if you're a student. I got my first MacBook Pro for, is it $849, like with the student discount back when I was a student. I still have it. Yeah, I mean, I upgraded for a reason. This is just going to be an unboxing. I'm probably going to make another video showing you exactly how well the MacBook has been performing for me. So let's get started and let's unbox. So I actually wanted to order this brand new, but then I kind of, you know, after doing a bit more digging and searching, I found out that the refurbished options are quite good as well. So I decided to buy refurbished. Even when it comes to my my studio equipment, you know, the sound card and microphone, headphones that I've been using to make my covers, I bought that refurbished and it came out of the box and I was like, is this brand new? Because it looks brand new. So first thing I'm gonna do is to, oh, there's a little arrow there. So first thing I'm gonna do is to pull the seal. I was actually ready with my scissors. Open it from here. Oh, actually, looks like I do need the scissors. I was just checking to see there's no like personal information there. Yeah, I think this is a recycled box anyway, because it's refurbished, this outer box. So yeah, this is a refurbished Apple MacBook Air with 8GB of RAM, 256GB of memory, and you'll see the finish. Wait and see the finish. Then you open it up and you get, you know, the flaps. Ooh, ooh. Literally, don't know what my expectations are, but I hope, you know, I hope it's a good product. I wanted to go, ooh. Okay, gonna toss the box down. There we go. Let me take a thumbnail. All right, I just had to get a thumbnail there. Okay, so it comes in a box, all nice and shiny. It says it down there, Apple certified refurbished. I really wanted to do this with my last laptop, my MacBook Pro. But then I thought, oh, that's a bit random. Is it gonna look like I'm showing off? I'm not showing off. This is what I use. Like, this is the equipment that I use to bring videos to you, you know? And it's sitting right there, like it's sitting right there. Literally, it just doesn't operate. I was thinking I only really need like one computer, but it would be nice to have one that's like really good to travel with, like something smaller. That one is heavy. I think it weighs more than 2 kilograms. This one, I'm not quite sure about the weight, but I will put it on the screen. Anyway, let's get to the peeling open. So there's another flap and you just peel it open. Like, I never thought I'd be an owner of a MacBook Air. Like, I always knew that eventually I'm going to get a iMac, you know, the ones that you put on the desk. But I never thought that I'd be a MacBook Air owner because I just thought, oh, they're not powerful. But we'll see. I'm a user of Final Cut Pro, which is an Apple product, and I'm also a user of Adobe Creative Cloud. In that, I use Photoshop and Lightroom together. Let's move that off. There we go. It's a moment of truth where you get to see what finish it is. Is it silver? Is it space gray? Is it gold? Oop. Just gave you a peek there. There you go. It's gold. Is this gold or is it rose gold? Pretty sure I ordered gold. That looks rose gold to me. Doesn't that look rose gold? Like pretty much like rosy, like my top and dress. So that's how it looks. This is how a refurbished Mac looks. Like, this is so nice and tiny. Like, imagine traveling with this. Like, you can edit your vlogs on the way. In the packet comes the charging wire. Behind the designed by Apple California, maybe instruction manual, just comes there, is the plug. And it's tiny. Like, this is tiny. Like, it really is mini. Okay, I just want to show you my MacBook Pro and then the charger in comparison. Give me a moment. Okay, so in comparison, this is my MacBook Pro. This is a space gray color, so you can see, you know, like the difference. And then when it comes to the plug, this is the MacBook Pro plug. This is the MacBook Air plug. Can you see the difference? It's very big. I'm not sure if it's like because of the year it was made or if it's just like specifically for the MacBook Air, but yeah, that is the difference anyway. And they have a USB-C. I already have a port for it. I bought this from Amazon. I'm going to put a link to this one in the description. It's very good. I've had it for 2 years. It's really good. And it cost around £23 from Amazon. You're gonna have to use this for things like the normal USB stuff, and you can even put your SD card in, because my camera, the one even I'm filming on, well, my camera, one and only camera, for that I need to use an SD card. I use an SDHC card. So this is really, really, really handy. So I'm really happy that I already had this. Now you see the MacBook Air. It's just tiny and cute, and I was just determined to make sure I got a gold. And the real test will be when I use the programs Final Cut Pro, Adobe Creative Cloud, Photoshop and Lightroom, and like simultaneously, you know, editing back and forth. Yeah, and that's it really. Let's open it. So let me know, what do you think about this finish? What do you think about this finish? I was actually thinking it was going to be gold, but it's rose gold. I don't have a problem with that. It's all right. It's okay. And I wonder if it's charged as well. So now, just going to open it up. Ooh. Okay. Wow. It looks really new. It looks brand new. Oh, and I also made sure that this time, for the first time ever, I got Apple Care. So I think that lasts like 3 years. I've never got an Apple Care before. Ooh, look at that. Let's remove this. It said, ooh, it looks brand new. It just looks brand new. I think what it is sometimes if people change their mind, maybe they like return them. So it's almost like they're new. Like for example, if I decide that this is not suitable for me, I just go and return it. And then it just becomes resold at the same price. It's not going to be damaged or anything. It's just going to be perfectly new. Now, I'm just going to see, are there any marks or scratches? I can't see anything. I can't see anything. And oh, there are only 2 USB-C ports here, only 2, whereas the other one has 4. That was so handy. Like you can charge on this side, you can charge on that side. And this does have a jack port as well for headphones. And it's just telling me, hola, all these different languages. Ooh, the trackpad is cute and nice. It's cute. What language is that? Not sure. Okay, we're gonna have this in English. And now it's just a case of setting it up. And then I'm gonna start installing the programs that I need. It's gonna be, like I told you, Final Cut Pro, Adobe. I'm just gonna put them on there. Literally, my projects are ready to go. Like I've imported all my Uganda footage and I've put it on a hard drive. Where is it? Yeah, so I've put it on a hard drive.
Contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to use VoiceOver,
Why is the
press Command F5.
Oh, the trackpad is slow. Okay. I'm gonna have to change the speed of that. Accessibility, cognitive, no, not now. I won't do that. Okay, so it's giving me prompts about accessibility. I'm just gonna have to put not now because, and then I'm gonna just select Wi-Fi. I don't know what the password is. I have to look for the password. They always want you to put the password in because they want you to set up iCloud as soon as possible. So you always have to kind of have that handy, have like internet access handy. So it's logged in now, and now it's asking me like if I want to migrate. I do not want to migrate because when I took my laptop into Apple, they wiped it clean. Thankfully, before I went to Uganda, I kind of backed up my laptop with the files. So I don't want to migrate anything. Anyway, like I was saying before, I was saying that all my projects are ready to go on here, like my Final Cut project. So I am going to be editing from a hard drive. I got my this is not even my hard drive. This is Amuna Foods. Some of you are going to find this unboxing a little bit annoying. I'm sorry, because sometimes I like veer off. But I think that it's going to be quite helpful for those of you who are thinking about buying a MacBook Air, because I am going to come back and tell you about how it's performing. I do believe I do have quite high standards when it comes to computer performance because I've experienced like really super performance, like efficiency with computers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let you know if the performance isn't very good, downgrading is gonna be a bit difficult, so I might have to return it. So if you're interested in learning about my workflow as like a YouTuber and creator and how I organize files and that, you can always call me. I have sessions available to book on my website, so just book it from there. I'm going to leave a link and then we can talk more about it. If you really want to be guided through, you can book. This is my hard drive and this is the case. They're so good. They're just like $2.99. I actually searched for like one of the cheapest ones, and this was the cheapest ones, and they had so many different colors. So I got the pink one, I got the blue one, and I got another one. This one's really cute, but this one's more expensive though. This one's $5.99. I overloaded my last MacBook. I kind of spec'd it out, as you would say, 3 or 4 years after buying it, but like ages ago. This is it right here. Like, look how broken it is. This thing is ancient. I removed the CD player from inside. I removed it and I put a SSD hard drive in here, 512 gigabytes. So it already had 512 gigabytes and then it became 1024 gigabytes, basically a terabyte on here. And you can actually run the operating system from either hard drive. It's like the hard drive becomes a permanent USB or like a permanent storage area inside your MacBook. So I always found it quite useful to store stuff on the extra SD card, and then on the main hard drive I would run the operating system. When it came to freeing up space, I always made sure I freed up the hard drive with the operating system running from it. But while still having stuff, like still having access to that stuff. You know, some buttons don't work, like the L doesn't work, the full stop doesn't work. When you press 0, sometimes it also adds a P. And so it started to get old like 2 years ago. It started to get slow and old and like painful. It started to get a bit like annoying like 2 years ago. That's when I decided to buy, you know, the other one. When that computer broke, I had to go back to this one and I even started using iMovie again because this thing is so old. It's not even compatible with basic programs that I need to use. And another thing is, when I accepted to upgrade the operating system on there, it just became painful to open Google Docs. It became painful to open a web page. But if this one proves to be a really good option, then I can just focus on this one. Yeah, anyways, it's talking about migration assistant. I'm just gonna keep this computer as clean as possible. No old data from the past. Just want to keep it clean. I really want to use like more cloud apps, like as much as possible. Cloud apps and hard drive. And then just keep the computer just free, like free as a bird. Maybe I'm behind. Maybe you guys have already been doing that. Sometimes I just like to have everything, you know, just there. And that's the reason why. It's not because I don't know about it. It's because I just want to have everything there. I just want to have it there. But sometimes that isn't always the right decision. Okay, I'm gonna plug this in using just like this one because it's there and it's the USB-C, so it's definitely gonna work. I want to really test out the programs. That's my priority. Just test out the programs, make sure it's fast enough when it comes to editing, you know. When it comes to like browsing the internet, I doubt it's going to be a problem, but it's like the editing. And I'm not using Premiere. I'm not using that. I tried before and it was another learning curve. I just want to, like, I don't need crazy edits. I just want to focus on Final Cut Pro. So it's all plugged in now. Let's log in. So then you sign in with your Apple ID. And then I think from there, sign up to, you know, Find My Mac. Then you can set up your emails. That is a whole process in itself. I have to set up all my emails again. Now it's asking me for the password. Oh, it sent it to my MacBook. Okay, I'll just put allow. Then I put the code in. I wonder why it just didn't send it to my phone. Maybe they see like the laptop as like having more authority. I don't know. So then you have to agree to the terms and conditions. So guys, you've seen the unboxing. You've seen my initial reaction. I think it's beautiful, although I'm not quite sure why it's rose gold. I thought it was supposed to be gold, but maybe I'm wrong and maybe actually this is their version of gold now. The only thing I can do is to come back to you after a couple of days of using it. Let me know what you think of this video. And if you're wondering why didn't I just go for the 16 gigabytes, it's because I kind of heard mixed reviews. And actually, okay, this is another caveat. The people who said that you should get 16 gigabytes minimum are the people who were kind of testing out Mac Mini, or people who were using people who are using Premiere Pro or some other video editing software. The people who actually use Final Cut Pro couldn't sing like the praises enough of the 8 gigabyte RAM model. Now, with my own personal experience, when I tried to upgrade this dinosaur from 4 gigabytes to 8 gigabytes, it just wasn't enough. I had to send the RAM back to the shop that I bought it from, and then I had to buy 16 gigabytes, and I was like, sweet, this is good. But M1 chip, people have been saying different things, so I'm like, let me give it a go. Plus, by the time I was ready to buy this, 16 gigabytes was not even an option because it was sold out in the refurbished. If I wanted to buy it brand new, I would have had to wait maybe 2 more weeks. So it's just a case of seeing how this is going to be. I'm logged in now. This is what it looks like inside. There we go. And usually I make this bar a tiny bit smaller, and I'm gonna install Final Cut Pro and Adobe now. Another thing that I wanted to do is increase the trackpad speed and the click commands, because I'm just used to clicking and working in a certain way, so I just want to make sure that's kind of suited to me. Go into System Preferences and go into the trackpad. And then once you get into System Preferences and Trackpad, you can just like change it according to how you like to click and like maneuver on the trackpad. So I've changed the tracking speed. I've put it at about 75% for the trackpad. Silent clicking, is that possible? Yeah, I like the silent click. I'm gonna actually install Chrome. And I also like using Mozilla Firefox, funnily enough. I like having 3 browsers. For me, I always use Firefox. For something else, I use Chrome. Something else, I use Safari. Actually, I don't use Safari that much, and I can't be bothered like with installing extra plugins, extra things, like, because sometimes those things bring viruses, and I'm not like, I can't be bothered to just like figure out which one is bringing a virus, which one is causing problems. I'd rather just work with it as it is. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into iCloud because it wasn't able to log in for some reason, which is why my name isn't showing at the top right. Oh, it is. So yeah, I'm going to just adjust the view. Like, honestly, I'm really happy with it so far in terms of like the speed. I'm feeling the niceness, the agility. I'm just gonna set myself up, and then I'm gonna come back to you with how the programs are working. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do give me a like, a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, as well as turn on your notifications so you know exactly when I've uploaded a video, so you know exactly when I'm coming back with another review. And I will see you in my next video, and please don't forget to head over to follow me on Instagram. Bye bye.